Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mastering Body Language with me, the Body Language Noob. And today, basically, we're going to be covering the first of the several arm barriers or arm crossing type gestures. So, the first one we're going to be talking about is the reinforced arm cross. Sort of looks like this: reinforced, strong, firm, no specifications on where the hand placement is. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. But first, we're just going to be talking about the reinforced arm cross. So basically, this type of arm barrier or arm crossing gesture is with clenched fists. It's probably not a good thing I wore a sweatshirt, but you'd have clenched fists underneath your arms. And it's funny because the other name for this type of gesture is the fist clenched arm cross gesture. So hell yeah, they're creative on that one. But the big question is, what kind of nonverbal communication is this body language gesture showing? And basically the answer to that is defensiveness or feeling threatened. So when I'm going like this, usually when this kind of gesture is in cluster with maybe a tight-lipped smile or maybe even a snarl or maybe even squinty eyes, that's when you have to be kind of prepared that a fight's going to happen. Be prepared. Try to diffuse the situation when someone's sitting like that because they're not having a good time and they're really not liking you. If it's directed towards you, or you can find out based on who they're kind of leaning towards, who it is that they're not enjoying their presence or enjoying what they're saying. Another thing that you can look for combined with the reinforced arm crossing gesture, as well as what I mentioned earlier, the tight-lipped smile, is you can look for red flushing of the face. So the face is getting a little red. That means the person's getting pretty pissed. And there's also clenched jaws, which it's going to be hard to kind of show you, but I can't really clench anymore. My teeth don't line up very well. But when someone's clenching their jaw, usually you can see the muscles moving. And another thing you can look for is when someone is clenching their arms and they're wearing a t-shirt, clenching their arms, when they're crossing their arms, the harder they cross them, the more you might see tendons and such flexing. So you can base kind of how mad they are based off those types of things that you can pick up. And I didn't really read that kind of stuff in a book. I kind of just thought about it. So those things in combination will give you hints of an altercation brewing or an altercation possibly happening in the future. So it's always important when you see that kind of body language to try to diffuse the situation, find out what's going wrong, and basically stop that from happening. And when you do something like that, your confidence is going to be boosted because you just read someone's body language the right way and then caused or stopped a fight from happening or an altercation from happening because you read body language. Now, an important thing I forgot to mention in the arm barriers video, that a person, I believe his name is Cale Telford, probably butchered that, but he brought up the point that sometimes people may be crossing their arms because they're cold or they feel comfortable in that moment with their arms crossed. Now, I forgot to bring up in the arm barriers video to remember our 3 rules. That is, use cluster method, read body language in congruence, or look for congruency in body language or an agreement, and read body language in context. So basically, if we were following those rules, we would understand that if it is cold outside and someone is crossing their arms, they're obviously trying to stay warm. Now, in a situation where a student is sitting in a classroom and maybe the teacher's talking about something that's going against that person's belief, they may cross their arms. They may say that it's comfortable, but when you're enjoying yourself, crossing your arms is typically not the way to go. So it's always important to look at arms crossed as, I need to find out, based on the environment, based on what this person is saying, I need to find out what's really going on and why this person is crossing their arms. So that ends the first video of arm barriers. I'm going to turn it into a playlist. Go ahead, if you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe, leave a comment on thoughts that you've had. But I'll keep posting videos each week. And basically, if you know of anybody who wants to see these, go ahead and share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can share the video. Go ahead and use it for your blog. It doesn't matter what you want to do with the video. And that's it. Go out and be a body language noob. Report your stories back to me. All right, peace.